Hello once again, and thanks so much for joining us here on CBS 6. I'm Cheryl Miller. Well, if you like to save money, most of us do when we shop, you'll be happy to know that the next tax-free weekend here in Virginia starts tomorrow. It's designed to give you a break on back-to-school supplies, clothing, and other items. Our first guest today, Jeremy Shipp, is a local money expert who wants to talk about several ways you can save when you're doing that back-to-school shopping, including taking advantage of the sales tax holiday. Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, Cheryl.
Let's start there with the sales tax holiday. That's a big savings if you have to buy a lot of things in bulk.
It sure is, and that comes to the first lesson. Actually begins before the bell ever rings, and that is we want to take stock of what are the items we actually have and kind of set up an item budget. So let's look at what do we have left over maybe from last year. As an example, I know I would usually start out the school year with 4 or 5 of those spiral ring notebooks. By the end of the school year, I hadn't written on every single page, so there was still some unused pages in there I could reuse. So maybe there's some note cards at the bottom of the book bag or some pens or pencils we can reuse, recycle, not have to buy those items this year. So let's just take stock of what we got to begin with.
So kind of shop at home, because we probably have things left over that we bought on sale at the end of the season last year.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it comes down to shopping smart. The best way to do that, actually, one of the ways is procrastinate.
Oh, then I'm in good shape.
Yes, you did hear me right, procrastinate. And what I'm saying is, a lot of times we'll get lists that come back from the teacher or the school as far as these are all the items you're going to need for the whole school year.
Right.
Well, there's nothing that says you have to buy everything before you ever get to school and step foot in the front door. So maybe what we do is we buy the items we need for the first month or 2 of school, and then we can take advantage of sales along the way, like, for instance, Labor Day sale.
And sometimes those lists change, too, once school starts, and all those things aren't necessary.
Right, and it's a good idea to get in, get adjusted. What are we actually really going to need? How are things going to match up before we go out and just buy everything on the list and buy more than what we actually need to be successful?
So being a procrastinator is a good thing in this
This is one time I'm going to give a permission slip for it.
And this is also a great teaching opportunity if you get the children involved in going to the shopping, because you're buying back to school supplies, clothing sometimes, and you can talk about budgets.
That's right. I mean, it's a great learning opportunity as far as a real world lesson. In dollars and cents, how does this really work, so we can start to teach the student about how money works, what it means to earn money, spend money, to be successful and buy the things that we want and need. You could even turn it into a game if you wanted to. So once you've included them in the process and you've set a dollar budget for them, basically you can then go through the process of taking stock of what you have, shopping smart throughout the year, and whatever they don't spend, they get to put in their back pocket. So it's a way to bring that lesson into the real world for them. And
this is a good opportunity also to teach them the value of money, because sometimes children of a certain age think that things just magically appear.
Right. Yeah, this is the time where you can show them, I mean, money doesn't grow on trees. It has to come from somewhere. It has to come from hard work and effort that we put in. And teaching them the value of that money, and so they can have a sense of pride as they move forward, not just later in life, but now presently in school, understanding how hard mom and dad work to give them the things that they need to be successful.
That's just a really important lesson, because we shouldn't hesitate to talk to our children about money.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, it's a bit of a taboo, and we don't want to talk about it. A lot of times it has to do with maybe some ego or some pride. We don't want to discuss those types of things. But what I've found in my practice is the more open we can be, the more honest we can be with ourselves and the other folks in our lives about what's going on financially, it's going to be better for everyone involved. So let's just get that on the table, like you said, and kind of take the wool off the sheep's eyes there.
And it can be a turnaround lesson too, because sometimes as parents we don't set the budget like we're supposed to. We don't follow a budget, and maybe as we're teaching our children, it can be a learning lesson for us as well.
Yeah, it's kind of reciprocal. Keep coming around. So it's one of the best things I find as far as in learning. One of the best ways is to coach or teach. And so when you're going through that with your student, then yeah, you're going to be able to reinforce those principles for yourself, and that's going to carry over to other financial aspects of your life.
All right. Well, we started out talking about the sales tax holiday that comes up starting tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And we get a couple of these each year, and they've been in effect for a few years now, where the state gives us a break on that 5% sales tax or whatever it is in the locality where you live. It's a great idea if you need to buy the things that are on the list.
Absolutely. I mean, it's never a bad idea to get a break and buy things on sale. So if you have the things you need to go out and start that school year, why not buy them for less, keep the money that you would pay in the tax, and you put that in your back pocket.
And this this is also a time to shop smart and check and see what's on sale where. Do your homework.
Yeah, I mean, the more homework you can do, the more aware you can be as far as when you're spending money, because that is the #1 indicator of success financially and especially for retirement. Not necessarily how much money we bring in, but how much we're spending and how smart we are as far as where we're allocating those dollars that are coming out of our bank account each month.
And at one point you said want versus need, and that's an important lesson as well.
It sure is, and there's the things that we need to be successful, and then there's your more desirable, your wants that maybe aren't absolutely necessary, but things. So when you're kind of evaluating what do I need versus what I want, you're trying to balance out your current lifestyle with your future lifestyle. And when you're going out and buying those things that maybe you just want but don't need, there's going to be an imbalance possibly, and you just want to be aware as far as how that's going to affect you moving forward.
All right, well, thank you for some great tips, Jeremy.
Thank you, Cheryl.
All right. You'll find a link to more information on saving on back-to-school shopping and Virginia's tax-free weekend. Check WTVR.com/VTM by early this afternoon. We'll also post a list of all the things that you can actually buy tax-free this weekend.